shocking, I think. And again, it showed against Arsenal.
No chance.
Such idiots.
No chance. Even if, like, say for instance, we came top 4 this season.
It's literally like beating a Ferrari with Fiat Punto and then getting into the Ferrari and saying, now what am I gonna do? Now
the
what
worst
am I gonna
thing
do, man?
I think Jake Paul wins, man.
Yeah.
I think it might go 4 or 5 rounds.
His mate is definitely messed him up, which shows your decision making ain't great, mate. It shows your decision making is pretty poor, Jan.
No, he can't referee.
He can't. Sorry, not real. Yeah,
A Liverpool game.
yeah, he can't referee.
I mean, it's completely changed me as a person.
Has it actually?
It has. Welcome back to the Mongrelz podcast. We've got some. We haven't got noodles this time. I was looking at the noodles thinking, we've got noodles.
Yeah,
no,
the noodle segment is coming up later. We've got so high production nowadays that we've actually pushed segments to more convenient times and everything, you know?
Good work, man.
Honestly, give us 400 views and see what happens, man. We start changing, man.
At least this weekend's so sad. We can actually recap the Premier League without any hiccups. Rude Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, just before we move on, breaking news today is that Ruud van Nistelrooy has left Manchester United as of an hour or two ago.
That's pretty brave.
Ruben Amorim has come in after, I would say, Ruud's successful interim spell as Manchester United manager, and it seems like we wasn't sure whether Ruud was going to carry on as part of the team, but it seems like Ruben has decided to bring in his own assistant coaches, and I think Ruud has probably just thought to himself, you know, there's going to be opportunities for Ruud. I think we all agree that Ruud's done well, and I think
100%.
I think there's probably be managerial roles for him.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's done a brilliant job.
Yeah.
4 games. What was it? 3 wins, 1 draw.
Yep, against Chelsea as well. So
yeah,
I mean, Man United didn't have a 4-win, 1 draw spell with Ten Hag for the last how long?
I think he's got
running like that.
Well, I think he's got more undefeated games. These last 4 games are equivalent to I think Ten Hag has 4 games that he won the whole season. So
really,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes to show, doesn't it?
That's not great then.
Same
man.
team, same players. I mean, the players look bad, I think, in that respect. But
yeah,
as in, like, they look like they've just turned it on all of a sudden. I know Ten Hag wouldn't be happy with that for sure. But yeah, like I said, me personally, like I told you, I'm a massive fan of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think, you know, he's a United legend. That's never going to go away for me. Like I said, one of my favourite players ever for United, personally. But I always said, you know, he couldn't be the manager of United. This had to be a short term, and I always kind of knew that Amorim coming in, you know, if his name wasn't Ruud van Nistelrooy, it was just a random assistant manager, of course he'd leave, you know. It's because of Ruud, the fact that it's Ruud van Nistelrooy, it's a bit more sentimental for the fans, and it's a bit harder to kind of do. It's a bit sad, you know, it is a bit sad, but I know it kind of has to happen.
Yeah.
You agree, right? It has to happen, yeah?
Yeah, somewhat. You know.
Don't say that. That's making me sad again, bro. I'm going to start crying on the fucking...
I mean, I don't know.
But you seem to be alluding that, like, Ruud might have done enough to get it, which I think is crazy.
I don't see why not, man. Like,
really,
Man United seem like they're playing better. The players are playing better. Obviously, they've got Amorim coming in, so all the players are playing like they're giving their all now.
Yeah.
It seemed like under Ten Hag they weren't bothered.
Yeah, but would that bounce have happened no matter who it was? Is that a consequence of Ruud?
No, I think whoever was going to take over,
yeah,
it was always going to be that way.
Yeah,
the players are going to up their game to try and impress the new manager,
as they do. Yeah,
so, I think Ruud van Nistelrooy had a lot to do with your success in the last 5 games.
Yeah,
and the reason why is because any of those players that value Man United and know the history and know this and know that are going to know he's an absolute legend for the club. And with that being said, you kind of want to impress him to some factor. I think if it's anyone, like say you got another Ten Hag, like, you know, are they going to try and impress him? I think it's got a lot to do with Ruud van Nistelrooy, and it might be like a bit of a honeymoon period where it kind of dies off after a time, like knowing him and maybe his managerial skills aren't up to obviously other managers. But that honeymoon period worked very, very well for Man United, and if I'm honest, I feel like it's a good thing that you are getting a proper manager, but I don't think he would have done a bad job. I really don't. I think for the money you're going to pay for this new manager and what you could have paid him, I've got to be honest, I don't think he's done a bad job there. Look at Arteta, starting on peanuts. Obviously, he's gone up there now. Yeah. Started on peanuts. A assistant manager to Pep, where he learnt the ropes. And now look at him.
Yeah.
You know, not that he's won anything, but
No.
you know, he
We've established that over the last 3 podcasts.
For his, I think for his managerial career, I think you could say he started off pretty well. And I think the same would have happened with. Van Nistelrooy
you make a good point about the money. You know, like, but don't you think it is kind of ballsy for the new manager to say, "Listen, I know this guy's your legend. I know he's been interim, but no, I'm bringing in my own staff."
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good thing as well.
It's definitely a good thing. Like, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
He knows his backroom staff.
Yeah.
He's familiar with them. Maybe he doesn't know Rude.
And he's letting know who's boss
So-
straight away, and that's what you got to be. I think if you're going to take over a club like Man United and be successful, you have to show some form of, well, I'm the dominant figure.
Yeah.
This is the way it's running.
Yeah.
And I think he's done a good move there. I think if he sort of bended and, all right, you do that, I'll do a bit of this, no, it would all crumble. I think that's what Ten Hag did.
Yeah.
He bended too much and tried to please people too much rather than just going with his gut and going, you know, taking the risk.
When he bent over, that's what he did.
Well, yeah,
But
this is it.
But you know what? Like I said, I wish Ruud the best. I think he's done a good spell. And you know what? Like I said, I've seen a few Man United ex-players in the dugout for United. Ryan Giggs, Ollie, and Carrick, McKenna's been there. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'll take Ruud over all of them guys. And McKenna's got a job in the Premier League, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And I believe Carrick, he was highly rated, got a job in the Championship. I think Ruud's better than both of them. So I expect Ruud to go on and get a good job after this.
I think he will get a good job.
Yeah.
His name holds a lot of weight.
Yeah, but
You know.
also this little record now at a top club, it's a good record. I know it's a short amount of time, but it's a good record.
Yeah.
He's shown he can deal with big players. And I am also happy on the flip side that these players are now not going to have anyone there that they know. Like, they're going to come in on training now and they're going to have to be on their toes with this Amorim guy.
100%.
Because they know this guy's coming for business. Like, the fact that he's coming with this is his first move coming in. Like, listen, I know this is your club legend. He's stepping out. I'm coming in to see what's what. Like,
Well, when we saw Man United in that EFL game,
yeah.
they were like complete chalk and cheese compared to what they were a game before to the game under
Exactly.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even the same team.
Yeah.
I don't know how one manager can just transform the way a whole team can collaborate like that and then couldn't do it before.
Yeah.
It makes no sense because the players are half responsible for this. You know, you could see they weren't playing for Hagen. They just thought, you know what,
Well, that's what it shows, isn't it?
we'll
Really?
get by. We'll get by, but we ain't gonna bust a gut for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when Ruud van Nistelrooy comes, you're like, oh yeah, he's expecting good things. Look what he did.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
think they'll do the same for Namara as well.
I agree.
I think they'll do the same.
I agree. I think he done a brilliant job. I think he will definitely get a proper job soon.
Yeah.
It won't be too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Because there's been a few, player managers that have managed to get. I mean, look at Company.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
He's at Bayern Munich.
Literally.
Who would have thought
Literally.
that? Season before he started Bayern, he didn't have an amazing season, did he?
No.
No, he didn't. No.
Even for first manager, he
No,
didn't have a great season.
Not at all.
No.
And he gets the Bayern job.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible then, isn't it?
It's very
if that's
true.
the case.
It's very
If
true.
that is the case.
It's very true. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited for Amorim to come in now. He's going to have this week.
not.
And these guys are going to have to be on their P's and Q's, these players. And I'm glad they're going to be uncomfortable with him coming in. He's coming into they got to be on red alert, these guys, man, because if he's willing to get rid of Ruud after 4 wins, some of these players aren't going to be here, man.
It's a full shake-up, isn't it?
Yeah, full shake-up. We love to
Yeah.
see it. We love to see it.
It'd be interesting to see what he does in the January transfer window as well.
I don't think he'll do much in January because I think he'll wait for the summer. But I think he's going to spend the rest of the season kind of assessing what he wants to keep in this team and what he needs to improve on.
Because he's going to need a real strong centre
Yeah.
back, some really strong centre backs.
Yeah, I do think on the flip side of getting rid of Ruud as well, it does put a lot of pressure on the manager because now if things don't go well at the beginning, does it kind of put pressure on Amorim to say, well, Ruud was doing well. Like, if you've lost, let's say United draw their next 2-3 games and lose one, everyone turns around and says, well, we should have kept Ruud then, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
So I respect the fact that he's putting that pressure on himself, So, because I definitely think he
Maybe
could've
that's
kept-
just how he works. Maybe he thrives off the pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Only time will tell. He's done a brilliant job for Sporting.
yeah.
Let's hope he fails at Man United.
Yeah. All right, cool. So let's recap the games then very quickly for the Premier League. We've spoken about Ruud now. So a Premier League weekend was an eventful one, I would say. I think we had a couple big games. I think we should kick it off where it all culminated with the Arsenal and Chelsea Arsenal game. I said beforehand I did think Chelsea were going to win the game. I kind of, within the first 20 minutes of the game, saw a draw written all over it. It was kind of a cagey first half. I thought Chelsea had just about the better of the first half. Very cagey first half, though. Scrappy game in general. I didn't think either team played amazingly, and I think, I think Arsenal really kind of came on and took the game at the end through, I would say, kind of the fault of Chelsea more than anything. I will say, Pedro Neto, brilliant goal, but so many players in Chelsea, including Palmer and Jackson, for me, were missing in the big game again. I didn't think Havertz was great for Arsenal either. I didn't think Saka was great. I did think Martinelli was a lot better in that game. But yeah, overall, kind of what I expected. I will say, before we move any further, I did think the Arsenal goal was, such poor goalkeeping to let that in near post, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think, it was poor defending from Chelsea, really naive defending, and just really naive goalkeeping as well. Like, to take it in near post like that, I think it made it very easy for Arsenal. And I don't know how you felt about it.
Chelsea's defence all season has been shocking, I think. And again, it showed against Arsenal. Poor defending. You're right. Goalkeeper, you can't get beaten at your front post, man. You can't.
Not even by a roofer.
No.
You know what I mean, though? Like, he didn't even smash it. He didn't put a lot of pace on
No,
it.
exactly. Like, he got a hand to it, but
It's not
still,
good enough.
no, it's not good enough.
I think it's unfair to put Cucurella in there because he done amazingly well against Saka. He had him in his pocket all the whole game.
I mean, he actually made Saka want to come off.
Yeah. And I've never seen that. Cucurella done amazingly well against Saka.
Yeah.
So Saka had not a great game, and Cucurella had an amazing game.
Yeah, I think Cucurella might have been man of the match.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was sensational that game.
I will say for Arsenal, they came on strong at the end of the second half. I did think again with Arsenal, like, there was opportunities for them to win that game that they just didn't take. I think the Marino chance. I think you have to score them, like in those big games. So again with Arsenal, I think they've only got themselves to blame. I thought Chelsea were absent in the second half. I don't know how you feel about Chelsea in the second half, but they just kind of like shriveled away a little bit.
I don't think Chelsea were that great.
Yeah.
First or second half.
Yeah.
As you said earlier, Palmer.
Well, he was missing.
He might as well have not played.
Get the milk box out.
He had 4 free kicks from the edge of the box. Every single one hit.
Nearly had an early one though.
It's poor. That was a good effort, but other than that, he done nothing the whole game.
That's the only thing I remember him doing the whole game. And
Exactly.
I remember there was one shot where he took a free kick and he just blasted it up. He didn't even miss. He just seemed to like carelessly smash it off a little bit, But I don't know. Yeah, there was a lot of Chelsea players missing, man. Honestly, like. But it kind of. What did it make you think of Arsenal? Did you feel like Arsenal played well?
Yeah, both teams. I thought there was players missing.
Yeah. Do you think Arsenal could have done better with those chances, especially the Marino ones?
Yeah, I think Arsenal could have done better in general. I think Erdegaard coming back to the team obviously is just finding his feet again. Marino hasn't played a lot of games. He's a new signing, so he's got a gel as well. I think Havertz definitely could have done better. I think Martinelli had a really good game for a change.
That's the best game I've seen Martinelli for a long time.
For a while now,
He's done all right,
he had a decent game up and down that wing or whatever.
I think overall the game was actually quite good.
Yeah, it was a decent game to watch.
Yeah, you could
But none
kind
of them played well.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, it was on a tightrope the whole way. Like, you didn't know who was going to score when. I will say Pedro Neto, the goal was very good, man.
Yeah.
Like as a response. How do you feel about Pedro Neto? Do you feel like I feel like he's done pretty well coming into it.
I think he's done all right.
He was kind of stocky as well, man.
Look,
Looks like he's been
Bolo,
hitting,
innit?
yeah, looks like he's been hitting the weights, boy.
but he has only scored one goal.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
just have that right.
yeah, have that right. People are really happy about Neto, but he has only got one goal
Has
in the
he?
Premier League.
That's his first goal.
That was his first goal in the Premier League.
I mean, not a bad.
Well,
goal
not in the
to
Premier
score.
League, but for Chelsea.
No, for Chelsea. Yeah.
But I think he's been a good signing.
Yeah.
I think he's not played amazing. He's played all right.
Yeah.
But he's definitely got a lot of potential, I think.
He's got a lot of presence on
Yeah.
the pitch, Neto.
And then,
Arteta out there, right?
I mean, what do you think, though?
Absolutely not.
No, not yet.
No
Arsenal
chance. No
fans are
chance.
Such idiots, honestly.
No chance. Even if, like, say, for instance, we came top 4 this season and it was 4th,
Yeah.
I still wouldn't be Arteta out.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. He's done far too well to.
There's so many people that are saying,
It's
Arteta out,
it's
Arteta out.
getting a
Because
bit
of
heavy,
what?
isn't it?
It's stupid.
Because he lost 3 games. Like, what's 3 games to get a manager out?
Yeah.
Some people, honestly, I don't understand it personally. Who are you going to get that's going to come in and hit the ground running
Get this to him, man.
and expect,
Rude, pretty good, man.
and expect
not?
them results?
Honestly.
Do you know what I mean? He ain't going to be passionate about Arsenal, is he? He's fucking hated
I
them.
mean, why would he be?
He absolutely hated
Who
them.
would be?
Yeah.
Speaking of managers, Arnie Slot goes top of the league and extends his lead with Liverpool.
Is it 5 points now?
5 points ahead of City after City have a calamity, an absolute calamity against Brighton. 4 losses in a row for Pep. Never seen it before. Is this the end of Manchester City, boy? Listen, I don't know, man. Listen, I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see Pep just upset, man. Upset on the touchline.
It is definitely not the end. No way.
Listen, I'm just saying, it's not the same City, man.
Can I say, is it Man United's new manager that kicked that run off?
I mean, he
Or
didn't kick it off, but
have
he
a
got
loss?
involved in it.
Okay,
He
yeah.
got involved in
okay,
it. He
yeah.
gave him that gut punch, that's
He
for
did.
sure,
What was
man.
it, a 4-0?
4-1.
4-1, yes. Put him in his place, big man.
pumped
They
City 4-1.
spanked him, yeah.
Sporting Lisbon as well.
Not
Honestly.
many teams beat Man City,
I
let
love
alone
the
4-1.
Pump them 4-1.
Yes.
And it's not a Prem team, by the
Yes.
way. It's Sporting Lisbon.
Exactly. Sporting Lisbon.
I mean, yeah.
I
That's pretty good
will say, as a United fan, for me, you come in and you put that on your chest in United. You say, listen, I got this guy's scalp on my chest early with that little team I had. It's literally like beating a Ferrari with a Fiat Punto and then getting into the Ferrari and saying, now what am I going to do? Now
And the
what am I
worst
going
thing
to
is
do, man?
Pep knows he's coming to the Prem as
Yes.
well. And knows
Listen,
he's got to see him.
I don't care what Cue Ball thinks, man. I know that guy's not happy that guy's coming, man.
Pep is definitely happy.
He's not happy, man.
Pep, he's definitely
a new
happy.
young manager coming in with a
Pep's
new
going to
style
get
of
his
play.
revenge, man.
Yeah,
Pep's gonna get his
He
revenge.
should get his revenge because United are terrible. He should get his revenge. But Ruben Amorim is coming in with this on his chest. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
It's a very good look.
I mean, I don't think I've celebrated a United performance more than I celebrated that Sporting one, man. Honestly, I felt better about that Sporting one than I felt about any United performance this season. Liverpool, what do you think of Liverpool? Again, I think we spoke about it last week.
Liverpool just annoying. Really, like no one likes Liverpool, man.
Yeah. Not great. I think
Not conceding goals,
scoring goals,
playing very well.
the old players playing like they're young again.
Yeah,
I mean, what is Salah? What is that? We spoke about it before. Salah, to me, I don't know how he's done this, but he just seems so. And like Arnie Slot has kind of put them into a position where they're not necessarily dominating possession. I thought Aston Villa had a lot of possession in that game, even though it didn't. I don't think they did on the stats, but it felt like they did.
yeah.
And they kind of just sat back comfortably and just waited for the opportunities, and they got them. And when they got them, they're clinical with it, unlike Aston Villa. So. Listen, I think some of those players really showed their quality on the break. I think, Diaz,
I love Diaz. I think
Nunes.
Diaz is brilliant.
yeah,
man.
Nunes.
On the break, they were sensational.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah,
So fast.
I'm not fully convinced about Nunes. We were arguing with our pal about this, but I think Nunes misses chances he should score, but he also gets a lot of chances and ends up getting goals. So,
Well, he missed 2 of the 3.
but his
big
pace
ones.
is not undeniable.
I think Nunes is brilliant.
Brilliant. You said
Honestly,
brilliant, yeah.
I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's not world class. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's got potential to be unbelievable. I think.
Yeah, I think if he was more clinical with his finishing, I think that would make a massive difference to the.
Did you hear what Salah said?
Go on, what did he say?
Salah said that Nunes is the most clinical player he's ever played with.
Yeah, well, I just don't see it on the pitch, though. Do you see it on the pitch?
No, I mean I don't think anyone sees it on the pitch.
Yeah, I see it from Salah.
because he gets 5 or 6 chances and scores 1 or 2.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Don't
But
you think Jota's more clinical?
Yeah, I definitely think Jota's more clinical.
Jota's a good player.
Why they got 4 forwards that are all really good? So
I
annoying.
think Jota's more clinical than
So
Nunes.
annoying, man. But Liverpool talking looking real strong. Like I would not be surprised at all if Liverpool have this Premier League. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm not saying it's nailed on. There's so many games left, but
It's too early to tell.
yeah, Arnie Slot, if he comes in and does that, it's going to be challenging. So it's a brilliant start for Arnie
He's
Slot.
definitely going to come up against.
And
a few teams.
It's not looking good, man.
Especially City dropping points. City dropping points to Brighton. I thought City crumbled in that game. Again, like right at the end. I think they were winning 1-0 majority of the game, right? And then
4 points behind where they were last season at this stage.
yeah, but the
Who? City?
performances, but the performances, the goals, it's bigger than that. In my opinion, it's bigger than that.
I think he'll get it together. They're missing their main man. It's Big Blow.
Yeah.
But
It is.
I think they'll get it together.
they're going to have to.
Yeah.
I think they should have kept Calvin Phillips, man.
Really?
No. But maybe they should have.
Calvin Phillips just
bro.
turned this off.
Yeah.
Dislike.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't the difference maker.
I'm not sure. I think it's just a little blip from
Yeah.
Man City.
Well, it's definitely not a little blip. It's 4 losses in a row.
When was the last time that happened?
Yeah,
to,
but
to Pep as a manager.
it's not a little blip though.
Has it ever happened to
It
Pep as a
doesn't matter.
manager?
Gary.
No-
It's not a blip though.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, it hasn't. But it shouldn't happen.
It's definitely a blip.
No, it's not a blip.
It's
4
got to be
losses in a row.
because
It's more
this
than a
ain't going to
blip.
continue. Is
It's
it?
not.
A blip is 1 loss in a row. It's 1 loss, sorry.
It's not.
Nah,
No, 1 bad loss is a blip. 4 losses in a row.
I'd say 3 to 4 would be a blip.
In a row.
It's a blip, man.
Yeah,
I
you
disagree.
can have a little. Yeah,
If Man City lose their next game, I'm not sure who it's against. If they lose their next game, then it is bad.
I agree.
It's more than a blip.
I agree. Yeah,
All right.
They've lost 3 Premier League games.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, 4 games in a row though.
Yeah, 4 games in a row,
Yeah.
but they've lost 3 Premier League games. It's a blip.
All right, we'll see. I love long may it continue. Long may the blip fly in and
I
continue.
like Man City, man.
Blip blimp.
And I think you guys have,
Pet ball. So David Coote has just been suspended. He is a Premier League manager.
Referee. He's a referee.
referee.
Sorry, referee.
He's a managerial referee.
Manager. He couldn't manage his PR, that's for sure.
No.
He recorded a video. He's recorded a video literally saying that Liverpool are crap in a more derogatory way. And he also...
Game earlier when you were 4th official.
Liverpool was shit.
What do you think of Jurgen Klopp?
Cunt. Absolutely.
also mentioned Klopp by name and called him a C word, okay, on camera.
Crazy.
With his pal. And the thing is, he said all this, not smiling and laughing and joking, but with a straight referee face, like he's about to pull out a card as well.
I mean, he was very serious saying it.
I mean, how stupid is this guy to do that?
And you know what's really awful? There's actually been, like, now I think about it, like in the Arsenal-Liverpool game where Odegaard
Oh, here we go.
had the little handball. No, and it was a
Oh,
handball.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, the one where
Yeah.
Odegaard had
Oh,
a
you-
handball.
yeah.
He didn't even give it.
Yeah.
And you looked at it and you thought, any other game that's given. I thought it was. I
Yeah.
thought, we got away with one there.
I can't even remember
But
it.
now,
Yeah, never can I.
now I'll show you the video. Now it kind of starts to add up.
Yeah.
And I bet, obviously, well, someone's probably done the research already, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of research as well. I just want to have a look at a few Liverpool games where he was reffing it, just to see if there's any bias. I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
There's more to it than just that. It's the fact he said that, topped it off, and then they've looked at all these videos now to see, you know what? He's got a vendetta against them, which as a ref, you can't have. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
Even as a Liverpool hater, you can't be doing that, man. That's not sportsmanlike.
I think it's a rule for the FA to know who every referee supports. So obviously, if the referee supports Arsenal, he obviously can't referee an Arsenal game. I think that's what they've got. So I don't know. Like from how he's been treating Liverpool, it seems like he's an Everton fan.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but then again, like some of them are a bit like not older, but like they're of an age where like as they were growing up, social media wasn't heavy,
yeah,
so they could probably get away with saying don't support any club.
Yeah.
Whereas a young ref coming up now, they just go online and find everything.
Yeah.
So they couldn't even
Pretty
say I
much.
don't support a club. Everything's out there.
Yeah.
At the age of these guys, I reckon there was, there wasn't that much attention on what team they support. They could get away with supporting a team and no one would know.
Yeah.
And there could be a lot of bias like going on there.
Yeah.
And it could be just more than him. I personally, I think there's been some shocking decisions throughout the Premier League since sort of VAR's got involved and things like that.
Yeah.
And then VAR has also made some shocking decisions. And you look at that and think, well, if you've got all the technology there, how could you not make a simple decision?
how can you not get the right decision?
How can you not get the right decision? Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
It just doesn't make sense.
That's why they've brought it in to
Yeah.
get the right decision.
But
And
if
they
you
still can't get it.
But if you hate Liverpool, then for you, it's the right decision.
And I'm sure you guys can all think of times where VAR has like messed you up and thought, how did that happen?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just hate VAR.
You see?
Absolutely.
And you know why? Because there's a different person behind the VAR thing all the time.
Yeah.
There's loads of
Yeah.
different refs and stuff, It's mad.
Me personally, I feel like he should get sacked. I feel like you can't go on camera and say that. I feel like the fact that he said that on camera openly, used, the CUNT, we're talking about the manager by name, spoke about the club by name, stone-faced. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'll be outraged, mate. I'll be outraged. Now, don't get me wrong. I reckon there's so many there's so many referees that are all talking like that. But they're just not doing it on camera. If that's what this guy's saying on camera, then what does he think of these teams off camera? You can't talk like that on camera and be biased. You're in an entertainment industry. It's a publicized industry. If you're going to go on camera and it get leaked like that, you're a joker, David. You're a joker. So, David, get your Coote, get your Capri Sun, and get your coat, get your Cooch, and get out of football, man. Because
You know what? I haven't seen the video.
You've ruined it, Shan.
I haven't seen the video.
You haven't seen it.
But I can just... did he consciously know he was on camera doing
Yeah,
that?
it's his pal. It's like me and you sitting together right now, and he's going, "What
it was
do you
his-
think of Liverpool, boy?"
Yeah.
He's like, Liverpool shit.
And it was his mate doing that.
Yeah.
His mate, yeah.
So he kind of
I
trusts
mean,
his mate not to leak it.
his
mate's
his mate has definitely messed him up, which shows your decision making ain't great, mate. It shows your decision making is pretty poor, Shan. Yeah, get better friends around you.
Yeah.
Your mum told you that. Go on.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I think he's lost his job, mate.
In a way, I don't think he should lose his job.
No.
Even
I think he's allowed an opinion, but I just don't think he's allowed to say it on camera like that. Because now, can he ever manage a Liverpool game again?
No.
no, he can't referee.
He can't. Sorry, not really. Yeah, so I keep saying
A Liverpool game.
Yeah, he
again.
can't referee it.
No,
It's not.
Ever
So
again.
therefore,
No.
you take him out of the league.
Right. Can he referee Everton game?
Yeah, why not?
Well,
Well, I can tell you why. Because
Yeah.
he hates Liverpool. So chances are he could prefer Everton.
and he would do that.
No, but
So he could be biased towards Everton.
that's
now.
what I'm saying. You take him
Do
out
you know
of
what
the
I'm trying to
league.
say? Though?
You have to take him out of the league.
You take him out of the
Oh,
league.
you take him out of the league. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
What?
put him in the Championship or League One or
Yeah.
League Two.
Wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad
Wouldn't
at
even
that.
do
like-
that. For me, it'd have to
but
be,
not in the
it'd have
Premier
to-
League.
it'd have to be a different country.
Oh,
You don't
obviously,
reckon?
obviously the video is very aggressive. The way he's like
Stoneface, not even laughing. There's nothing like about you, David. Likeable about you. You did exactly what we think referees do behind everyone's back anyway. But you did it on camera like a Derek. So,
But you know what?
Derek
they have all
Coote,
right to. Like everyone, everyone's
But
got
not
their
on camera,
jobs.
Dom.
Not on camera, but everyone's got
Yeah.
their jobs and stuff. And I feel like
They have a right to an
You know,
opinion. Absolutely. That's why I
yeah,
said I think they do have an opinion.
Of course they do.
But you can't go on camera and voice
but-
that. I'll give you an example, Dom. I'll give you an example. Let's say you worked at I don't know, at the BBC.
Yeah.
Or let's say you worked at ITV.
Yeah.
And then you came on camera.
Yeah, and
s-
you were holding a camera. I'd expect you not to publicise that.
Yeah, you expect your power not to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I said.
And
Decision making.
yeah, that's what
Poor
he's-
decision
that's
making
what's
from Derek
happened.
Coote, man.
That's what's happened.
Honestly,
That's
poor
what's
decision
happened.
making.
And to be fair, you would be wise enough not to even have your face on camera doing that,
Yes,
just in case.
yes. If it was his voice,
What
it'd
if you
be
got
different.
hacked or something? Like you
This
just
guy's
don't
on
know.
camera, just looking in the camera like, oh, literally,
Stupid.
These guys having a couple drinks, about to go on a night out down to Belushi's and that. Man, yeah, Liverpool are terrible. Shut up, man. Just shut up, you idiot. I hate Liverpool. I say that all the time. Liverpool are terrible, by the way, and I hate Klopp as well. But listen, I don't go refereeing games. Honestly, man, it's like a police officer saying, yeah, I hate so and so, all these people's names.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go
Yeah.
on camera and do that. Anyway,
you can't.
jokes on
Or
you,
if-
David Coote.
She would do a robbery while I'm off shift.
Yeah, David Boot. David Boot out of refereeing.
Why not, man?
Yeah, a bit silly.
By the time this comes out, it will be on the eve of hopefully the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. It's happening this Friday, late night for us on Netflix, not pay-per-view. And the face-off has just come out, and I will say Mike Tyson is looking serious. Mike Tyson is not kidding around, which I'm pretty shocked to see. I thought Mike Tyson would be playful with Jake. He wasn't at all. He was staring him down, and there was a tiny tinge of that early 90s Mike in their eyes. I saw it glinting.
What did I tell you?
But
I told you it'd be back.
saying that, Dom,
Relax, man.
I think more than ever, Jake is, I'd say 80% chance Jake's going to win this fight.
What?
Yeah. I think Jake's going to win this fight. I think Mike is too old. I would love to be wrong. I never wanted to be more wrong in my life. If Mike Tyson comes out in 2 rounds and knocks this guy out, you would feel the earth shake. Yeah. Netflix would spin upside down.
I think so.
You know, it would be everyone would clap just for honesty and humility and story and everything, you know?
And reality.
And reality, yeah.
No, but I can't sit here and say I'm expecting Mike Tyson to lose a fight. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
doesn't gel with my whole thinking.
58 years old, Dom.
Even at 58.
I know, it's just-
Even at 58.
I hope you're right.
Even at 58.
I hope you're right.
I think
you're right.
he is so conditioned, like naturally, like, and has such such a natural ability that's just inbuilt. It's like it's installed in him.
All right, play it out for me. What happens in the fight then?
Jake gets knocked out first round.
You're going first round knockout. Mike
absolutely.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Mike Tyson does win, it's going to be by this, walking forward.
Walk forward and
walking
boom,
forward,
boom,
and
boom.
just not even throwing, just waiting, walking, getting Jake on the ropes, 2 punches,
Absolutely.
stopping, hands back up.
He catches him
2
clean in the
punches.
body. He's finished.
Yeah.
He's
Jake
curling up, I'm telling
did
you.
say in the face-off, he said, "Listen, I'm aware that if Mike Tyson hits me, I think he can easily knock me out." So Jake seems to be aware. Jake seems to be very confident for someone. I don't think Jake would take it if he didn't think he would win. I said it last one. I don't think he would do it. You know. What do you think?
I think Jake Paul wins, man.
Yeah.
I think it might go 4 or 5 rounds.
How do you see it ending?
Jake Paul's going to stop him.
You think 1-punch knockout or just overwhelming him?
Maybe overwhelming him, yeah.
Yeah.
I think age has to play a factor. It has
Yeah.
to. Like Mike saying, "Oh yeah, I'm doing eight rounds every day."
Yeah.
It's different doing rounds to actually getting in the ring and fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're saying this about a man that's had how many fights compared to a man that's had how many fights?
No, but age is always a factor in boxing.
58 years old, Dom.
Yeah.
It's so old, man. Like I feel like
It's old endurance wise. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Of course, you're not going to go the same distance, but in terms of his strength and his speed and his knockout capabilities against Jake Paul,
He's definitely lost a bit of power.
even if he lost 50% of his power, he's still cleaning half of the box.
I get that.
completely.
I get that as well.
Yeah.
I agree with that. As
Like
well.
so, and he's got that natural ability and reflex, and he's got what a boxer has installed in him.
Yeah.
Jake Paul is a celebrity turned boxer, and
Yeah.
for me, he will always be a celebrity boxer until he has, many fights,
Just
wins. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he will always be a Disney boxer to
Yeah.
me, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Whereas Mike Tyson is a legend I've seen growing up, and I cannot see that man losing against a celebrity boxer. Even if he was 80, I'd say he's got half a chance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just can't see it. I can't see it.
I do think in the first 2 rounds, if Mike, there's always a chance of Mike knocking anyone out.
Very early, yeah.
Yeah, but I think if it goes past 2 rounds, 3 rounds, I think it's not going to end well for Mike. I can see what Gary said. I can see.
I think if it goes in the later rounds, obviously Jake Paul's got a much higher chance, but I think just boxing ability wise, I can't see him losing this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, let's hope you're right.
and if he does lose, I'll be so upset. Man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even tell.
I
you.
think we're
I'll
all
be
in the same
I'll
corner
be
here anyway.
devastated. Devastated if he lost that.
And it's that Iron Mike corner.
And then Jake Paul
We all
can't really
want
say
Mike.
shit because everyone's going to
Yeah,
say, "Oh,
man.
but you knocked out a 58-year-old."
Honestly, just imagine him cleaning his beard off, man. Honestly.
I mean, it would be absolutely fantastic.
But to be fair, I would rate Jake Paul if he knocks out Mike Tyson. I
no,
would
I'm,
rate
I'm not rating Jake no matter what. For me, Jake's lose for this.
I was literally about to say it's a lose-lose for Jake.
because
Yeah.
people are going to say, "Oh, you knocked out a 58-year-old." What does that mean? But you knocked out Mike Tyson, bro.
Doesn't matter.
It's Mike Tyson.
No, doesn't matter. It's a cherry pick.
I mean, the fact that you even had half a chance against Mike Tyson, I've got to rate.
it's a cherry pick, Dom.
It's
a
not,
cherry
I
pick.
don't
Yeah,
know,
it is.
man.
It's a cherry pick.
Don't you think it's quite an even? It's not an even matchup, no.
I feel like Jake should win the fight, just purely on age and experience. Jake's fought 3 times this year, guys.
Yeah.
He fought 3 times last year. Like, he's 27 or 28 years old.
Yeah, and
You
he's
know,
late
like,
to the game. He's not a natural.
No,
He's in his prime.
but listen, Mike Tyson stopped knocking people
boxing
out when
since he
Jake was
was, like,
born,
10.
probably. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But Mike Tyson's probably been boxing since he was like 10.
But when was the
Or
last?
younger.
Yeah, but how? Where's Mike Tyson's been up and down here physically? You know, I just,
Yeah, no, he has.
I hope
but there's
I'm
certain
wrong.
things.
I hope
There's certain
I'm wrong,
things
man.
you do. It's
I
like
want
riding
Mike
a
Tyson
bike,
to
innit?
win.
I'd love Mike Tyson.
So
It's like
bad,
riding a
yeah.
bike, bruv. There's certain things you do as a kid that are just installed in you and you never forget.
Yeah.
And boxing and conditioning is definitely one of them.
I like that. I'll be quoting that up, Dom, when Mike Tyson knocks him out.
Absolutely. Riding a bike, Shan. Like riding a bike. Getting back on his whole bike, son. Knocking man clean out. That's what it's going to be. I don't think in his character, he's got it in him to lose.
Yeah.
Even in his character.
I want Mike
Let
to stand
alone-
over him as well and give it just just
Absolutely.
give him a little like, oh, how good would that
Even
be,
his
though,
character.
man?
He'll be
Honestly.
dirty.
Yeah, you know, I was watching the other day. I really love this film as well. Just before we go, you know,
And I want to say, who are you fighting next?
Yeah.
And I want him to say someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to start knocking man out
Yeah,
at
yeah, it's
58-year-old. That would be sick, man. Imagine that. Imagine
This
that,
guy's
man.
too
70 years old.
excited.
I'll
man.
take AJ. He knocked out AJ.
Absolutely not AJ, bro. But I feel like he could knock out Tommy Fury.
2 rounds.
I think Mike Tyson's got more chance against AJ than he does Jake Paul.
Are you right?
Fucking hell.
No, but like.
And he fights Tommy Fury.
You know what I was watching the other day? I was watching some clips from Rocky Balboa. You know the 5th Rocky film, and Rocky's old and finished.
Yeah.
And then his son comes out and says, "I don't take this fight. You're a joke." You know,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. And he has this speech, and he says to him like something
Yeah.
about He's like, oh, listen, life beats you down. Da, da, da. And he's like, it's
It
not
ain't
over till
about-
it's over.
It
Yeah,
ain't how hard you hit.
yeah. It's
It's
how
about
hard you
how-
keep getting it.
and keep moving forward.
Yeah, man. And I just
Yeah.
thought to myself, and he's an old Sylvester Stallone as well, an old Rocky. I'm like, bro, this is actually Mike Tyson's thing right now. Like, this is legit it. Like, that is legit the same thing. Like,
It's not. It's nothing like
I mean,
it.
you know why it's nothing like it? Because Rocky Balboa fought a world champion in that film.
Yeah.
And he's fighting Jake Paul. And do you know who won? Rocky won in that film, man.
Yeah.
think
Which
you're
means Jake Paul's going to win in this film.
Oh, what? Sorry.
It's a film, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely all scripted again.
Oh, it's a Walt Disney production, is it?
If it's scripted, then,
It's definitely scripted, and Jake Paul's going to win.
if it's scripted, then that's a poor ending to a script. If
It's
scripted,
not.
Mike should
I
win.
don't think Mike Tyson would sign up to that. In.
No, I don't think he would either.
He wouldn't.
I don't think Mike's got the brain cells left to think about
No.
stuff like that.
No.
I feel like when Mike gets in and gets punched in the face, Mike's just gonna go.
Just
Mike.
laugh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or wobble. One of the two.
Well, yeah.
Right. So we've got some noodles to try now. We have the limited edition pot noodle. Dom, can you read out the flavour for me and hold it up for the audience, please?
Of course. That is gravy and stuffing. I mean,
Looks
limited edition. It
delicious.
better be limited because I don't want to see this in the shop again. Gravy and stuffing. You know what? If this is nice, I'll be shocked.
I mean, it's not going to be nice. I think we can all agree on that. I mean, it's got a picture of Gary on the top. Do you want to show them the picture of Gary on the top of it?
Try not to burn myself.
I mean, you're
made it.
taking the piss, mate.
Gravy and stuffing pot noodle. I mean, pot noodle have done a lot of terrible things in their time, but this might be the worst.
I actually think it might taste all right. you
I
know?
actually think you're going to like it, which is why I got it.
I mean, this is the worst slogan ever for a pot noodle.
Read it out.
All I want for Christmas is pot noodle, carrots, peas, and gravy. Christmas as it should be. Noodly. I mean,
I'm scared, man. Should we do some smelling salts instead?
I mean,
and by do some smelling salts, I mean eat some smelling salts.
I mean, you
instead
won't
of-
need to do
instead
that.
of
Just,
eating that.
just have a sniff of that. I'll sort you out.
All right.
Have a smell of that.
In contrast, should we just
Have a
want
smell of that.
that actually smells really nice, man. I think it smells like.
Does it smell like Christmas?
I think it smells a little bit like roast potatoes.
You know what? It smells like stuffing that's been left out and thrown on the floor outside.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
And then been
I
trodden
mean,
on.
it looks. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like sick.
What does it look like?
It looks like sick.
It don't look
I think
great.
that looks fantastic.
That looks like sick. That
I've
that
seen-
the color there is the
dog food
The
that
color,
looks better,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. And in contrast, we've got. So we went from something really British, the Brexit noodle, to something really ethnic. Do you want to hold that one up?
Something really epic.
These are the famous Korean BULDAK.
The difference is these are actually going
What's
to
it called?
Quite nice, I
BULDAK
think.
hot. They're called BULDAK hot chicken
They should be
flavor
quite good.
noodles. Okay, they're famous and
Should be
been
good.
viral as one of the spiciest noodles around. This company actively makes their noodles spicy for a reason. So we're gonna try both and see what we're saying. Yeah.
Why would they make them so spicy though?
All right. Well, it's just their kind of. I don't know. It's like their thing, isn't it?
Just to try and make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but a couple of years ago, this was like a viral thing. You know. How are you guys with spicy food these days? Have you progressed since the
Fine.
hot
It
chip
does-
channel?
It does say fire on the top, to be fair. And
Well
it's
done.
Made by,
This guy can still read after the hot
I mean-
chip channel.
Samyang.
Yeah.
Dom literally
Ain't that a
can't
car
taste
brand?
anything now.
Yeah. Dom, since the hot chip challenge, have you got better with spice or worse? Would you say?
I mean, it's completely changed me as a person.
has it actually?
It has.
Hey, bro, this is fucked. Oh, this is fucked. This is fucked. No, it's fucked. Hey, bro. Hey, it's fucked. No, it's fucked. No, it's fucked.
Let's go with the Christmas one first, I think.
Yeah, go for it. Where's my phone?
Dom, do you want to chuck them over?
Where did I put them? Oh, they're there. Just behind you.
Trust them to make it difficult.
Obviously.
Only be alright, wouldn't it?
Well, we're obviously not going to have more than a bite of this, just for our own health and safety. This might be the most dangerous thing we've done on this podcast.
Today I feel disabled.
Right, gravy and
Give it a good mix.
stuffing. Well,
Don't be
you're
shy.
definitely giving it a good mix, mate. I mean, the consistency is of glue, and the color is of something not glue.
The colour's like a browny green.
Yeah.
I don't even mind the consistency of pot noodle if I know it's going to be something nice.
I
it's
think pot
fine.
noodle is terrible, but this might be the worst.
I mean, it's
It's
definitely,
actually not that bad.
it's definitely still burning hot as well.
It wouldn't be my first choice of noodle, but it ain't that bad. It's not as bad as it smells.
That's absolutely terrible.
It's not that bad.
That is.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's not offensive.
No, it's not offensive.
But it's nothing.
Yeah, it's bland. Very bland.
Bland.
But at least it's not nasty.
This is terrible.
Yeah, but it's not nasty. It's not
It
like
literally tastes like nothing.
you could.
It
eat
tastes like
another
nothing.
bite.
If I was forced to eat this though, I'd actually have a bad time. If I was forced to
Yeah.
finish this,
I think it tastes like nothing.
It's not something
honestly.
you want to
it
finish.
tastes like nothing. And actually, you know what? The aftertaste is bad. It's getting worse.
Is it?
The aftertaste isn't good. It's very
No,
dishwater. It tastes like dishwater noodles.
Yeah.
I've probably had worse food than that.
No, it's not terrible, but it's like dishwater noodles. Basically.
It's not great.
It's not something I would buy again.
It's not great.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't buy these, but still. What do you mean, obviously, man? I would give them a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. I
Honestly, they're
Yeah.
not great at all.
But you know what the good news is? It means we can have Christmas on the cheap this year. How much are these?
I'm just getting a third bite just to really.
I mean, it's cheaper than an actual Christmas dinner, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like even the colour of this looks
The thing is,
looks bad.
this is going to be more striking, but it's going to be better
I
flavoured.
mean, there's a whole heap of liquid.
Oh, heap of liquid. Oh my days! It just flashed on me.
Mine is swimming.
The color looks violent.
Who made these, man?
That's how made them.
Right.
That's how I poured the water in.
What do you think? Ready?
Already they're going to be a lot better. You can tell.
They're going to be a lot better flavour. I
Right.
don't know if they're going to be easy to eat though.
You lot have definitely put all the hot sauce in mine, bruv.
No, that's hot in this one, bro. Look.
Why is my water red?
Yeah,
My,
they're very nice.
my water's red, bruv. Your water's clear nearly.
You get a nice little after kick. It doesn't taste of much at first.
You lot have mugged me off here, bruv.
What do you mean?
I'm not having it, mate.
You know what? They're not bad.
They're not bad at all.
Really?
No, they're quite nice.
Yeah, you would say that, bruv.
If you mix it a bit, they're quite nice.
If you mix it a bit, mix it with what?
With the water in it.
I mean, I can't even pick any up, bruv.
They're hot though.
What do you mean hot? Spicy?
No.
Oh.
No, they're not awful, man. They're alright. Again, not my first choice on noodle.
You know what? They're not as spicy as I thought they would be.
They're alright.
What do they smell like?
They smell like, spicy.
Noodles.
Smell like noodles.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's what they smell like.
spicy noodles, man.
You know what? This is nice on a cold day. Like
Yeah.
the little bit of chili will.
I'll tell you what.
As
I think if I wasn't feeling great, this would be really nice. Like,
well. Can we just do the rest of the podcast eating these?
you really like them?
I quite like them.
I think that is absolutely disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the Santa ones?
They're mild.
You do, don't you?
I mean, I'd be able to eat that. I wouldn't be able to eat this.
You think this is too
Really?
hot?
I think this is too spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
For me.
Yeah. See,
Innit?
Red. Come on, see, Red. Have another one. Have another spoonful, man.
I'm not having another spoonful.
Of course you can.
Absolutely not.
Of course you can.
Is it that hot?
I think it's hot, man.
Really?
If you think this is hot, yeah, he's dead. One chip, dead. You are. That's ambulance time for you on a hot chip, then.
You know what?
That's
If I'm
ambulance
comparing
time.
this to the hot chip, I would say this is literally
me see yours.
1/10,000.
I feel like you lot done me over, bruv, and gave me all
Why?
the hot
Look.
sauce or something.
No, they're all the same.
No.
They're all the same.
No. I'm just making sure, man.
You know what sauce that was, don't you? That was the.
What's wrong with Macan bread?
That was like the.
What's wrong with Macan bread, bro?
Bro, I think these are spicy.
You just need something to soak it up with, like a slice
I don't
of bread.
think you'd be able to eat all that.
No, I think it's getting spicier the more I eat, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, the more I eat, the more spicy it's
Get
feeling.
yourself a little bread roll, man. Something to soak it up.
Yeah, I think if you had something with
Bit
it,
of bread
it'd be
and
easy.
butter.
Yeah, something to cool it down.
It's not offensive, though. It's
What?
not like crazy
Block of
spicy.
ice.
Block of ice.
Something to take away the spice, mate, to be honest.
Block of spice is already in there.
I think these are shocking. I mean, they're